everybody, and welcome to our core on the floor. So today, Lindsay's going to be modifying, and I'm going to be doing things on the floor. So you can do this stuff on a soft surface, but if you prefer not to get on the floor at all, then you're going to modify with
grab a chair.
Yep, grab a chair.
I also have a band. Just to add some more resistance, I'm going to show you what you can do with this, but certainly feel free to do without.
The bands are super cheap. You can get them from Amazon or anywhere online. So if that's something you'd like, we are going to be incorporating them into some of our workouts. It might be a good purchase for you. So we're going to start lying on our side. So we're going to lie on our side, and our feet are going to be at the top of the mat. So we're going to pull our belly button in nice and tight. Lindsay has got her band around her thighs, and she's standing next to the chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my leg up and slowly bring it back down.
Beth is using gravity for resistance, and I am stretching against the resistance of the band for my work.
So we're going to do this about 10 to 15 times, and your foot is going to be pointing towards the front of the room or slightly towards the floor. You don't want your foot pointing towards the ceiling. So you'll notice here in just a few moments that your hip is going to start burning. That means you're using all the right muscles. All right, give me 3 more. Awesome job. All right, now we're going to go right into some circles. So I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to draw a small circle around maybe a saucer or the size of a watermelon. We're going to go forward. Let's do 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And don't put that leg down. We're going to immediately go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. Give me 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! Lower that leg down. All right, we're going to bend our knees here, and our knees are going to come towards the top of the mat. Lindsay's going to have a seat with the band around her knees. The only place I don't want to see your band is around your knees. They should be above or below your knees, but not directly on your knees. All right, open those knees up and down.
You're using those muscles deep in your hips to rotate in and out. If you're in the chair, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and not curled forward.
We have 5 more to go. Awesome job, everyone. All right, we're going to switch to the other side. So I'm just going to turn this way. You can roll over if you prefer. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Feet towards the top of the mat. Now I want you to notice my torso is not moving. So my belly button is nice and tight. And let's go up and down. Keeping that belly button nice and tight. The one good thing about core exercise is core is stability, not mobility. So the core is there to stabilize your spine, stabilize your torso while your upper extremities and lower extremities are moving. So just a really good support, like wearing a girdle through the day. All right, let's go right into those circles forward. When you're standing, I find it to be more difficult, and Lindsay can.
Yeah, the leg that I'm standing on is getting a workout as well as the leg that's moving.
So we have 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right into going backwards. Now, if you don't have a band, you can do these without the band, and you're going to still get a great benefit from them. And if you can do it without holding onto a chair, if you feel comfortable with your balance, that's a great way to challenge your core even more. All right, stack your feet on top of each other, bend your knees, tummy tight, and open and close the knees. This exercise here, you have a bunch of different fibers in your glute muscles. And this one here really isolates that glute med, that gluteus medius. This is a great muscle to help control that hip, support the hip. We have 5 more of these. Awesome job. All right, now we're going to be lying on our backs. Lindsay's going to be doing a little bit of a different exercise here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie on my back and bring my feet towards my bottom. Lindsay is going to be modifying this bridge pose differently. So I'll show you what to do for me. So tummy nice and tight. You're going to engage your glutes. Engage your hamstrings and press your weight into the heel of your foot and lift your torso up and slowly lower down.
And I'm going to keep some tension on the band, keep my knees apart and stand up, keeping tension, sit back down.
Now one great thing you can do with what Lindsay's doing is if you don't have a band for this one, you can use a belt or you can tie a robe belt around your knees, just to give you that stability of pressing out against something. We have 5 more. Awesome job, everyone. Relax down. All right. So now I know Lindsay's talked to you before and I talked to you before on some exercises. We're going to embrace that transverse abdominis. So the tummy's going to be nice and tight. So you're pulling your belly button in towards your spine. You're kind of bearing down and pulling your pelvis and your lower rib cage in together to just brace that back. I'm going to crisscross my right leg.
And I'm going to take the band off for this one.
Yep, so it'll be right ankle over left knee. And what we're going to do here, you're going to tighten that abdomen and I'm going to pull my left knee towards my body, really stretch out that right hip, and slowly tap the heel to the ground.
My legs are in the same shape, slightly less range of motion because we're starting in a chair. So this one's really great because you're getting a nice hip stretch on the right side and you're really engaging that core and working on that core strength. We're almost there. 3 more. All right, awesome job. Switching legs. Now left ankle over right knee. Tummy's tight, and let's go. You may find that one of your hips may have less range of motion than the other. So this, you might not get as much movement on one side than the other. Both Lindsay and I have really, really tight joints. Oh, definitely.
So 5 more. And last one. Great job. Pull those knees into the chest if you're on the ground.
All right, so I'm going to be lifting both of my legs. So I'm going to be sitting kind of on my hands. Both legs are going to go straight in the air. Now, I'm going to show you if this is too much for you, you can keep one leg on the ground. So this would be the closest, this would be about the middle range modification. So Lindsay, go ahead and show them what you're going to be doing for the first modification.
We are marching. So your foot comes up, you're tightening your stomach muscles and lifting that knee up towards your chest. Being really purposeful about tightening your abdominals as you lift up.
So Lindsay's the first modification. I'm currently doing the second modification. And when this gets easy enough, raise both legs in the air. Keep that left leg nice and stable as you're dropping that right leg towards the ground and squeezing it back up. For safety, for the one that I'm doing now, your low back must stay nice and tight against the mat. As soon as it starts to lift off, then you're starting to engage some of those low back muscles and you're putting yourself up at a risk of injury. So keep that tummy in nice and tight. All right, switch sides. If you start and do a couple with legs straight in the air, then at any time you can put your foot on the ground and move on to this modification. There's so many ways that we can do these exercises safely. There's no reason to push yourself to injury. Five more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my last one is 5. Bring those knees into the chest. All right, our last exercise of today's core. So again, just slide your thumbs underneath your bum and you're going to take both of your legs up nice and tall, and I'm going to drop them just a few inches and squeeze them up.
And we're going to do it backwards in the chair. Lean back a little bit. Keep your legs together. We're going to lift up an inch and down. Squeeze those knees and feet together. Lift and lower.
Now at any time you can go back to the single leg modification if this is too much. You're going to start out with just a little motion. And as you get stronger, you're going to be able to lower all the way parallel to the floor and squeeze your legs all the way back up without your low back coming off the ground. But until then, just kind of find your hot spot. Go down as far as you can until you start to feel your back lift, and then bring it back. Give me 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome job, everyone. Have a great day.